everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Lucy, and in today's video I wanted to talk you through all the things that are bringing me joy this autumn. So on my channel I predominantly talk about books, and of course books bring me a lot of joy, not gonna lie, but there are also a few other things this season that are really just like doing it for me, you know? And I wanted to talk you through all the lovely cozy things that have just been making this season just so cozy for me. So this is my current autumn favorites, and we will talk about plants, candles, TV shows, books of course, because we've got to at least include one book in here, and just general cozy things. So before I get started, please do make sure you're following me on Twitter and Instagram. On Twitter I'm over at @bookbellreads, and on Instagram I am at Luce Richardson. I post all bookish things on these accounts, and without further ado, let's crack on to my current autumn favourites. So I don't really know where to kick off here. I think I might kick off with the plants, because I feel like the plants are a new thing in my life. I've not really been a plant mom before, and all of a sudden I just want to fill my life with plants. Is this adulting? Does this mean I'm officially a grown-up? Who knows? Anyway, 2 months ago I moved into this flat that I'm in right now, and I basically wanted to fill it with plants because it's quite, I don't know, like it's a very, very cozy flat. There are definitely a lot of cozy characteristics and elements to it, but there's also kind of a lot of empty space, and I was like, well, we need to fill these with plants. It has to happen. So first off, I wanted to introduce you to my favorite plant. It is this bad boy. This is a pinstripe calathea, and she's a thing of beauty. She is beautiful. She's like a dark red underneath, and her little stripes are like a dark red pinky color, and we have this beautiful pot that has just arrived to kind of keep her in. So I'm a big fan of her. We're calling her Eurydice because for some reason we decided to name all of our plants after Greek gods and goddesses. Why ever not? Let me go get my second plant, which is beautiful and I'm in love with. So the second plant that we bought is this beautiful English ivy that is just filling me with joy. Hangs down on top of these bookshelves, which just fills me with joy whenever I come into the room. I really like the look of like the plants and the books together. Beautiful, I'm a fan. So this is Dionysus, aka the god of wine. We thought, you know, kind of viney, kind of vineyardy. Why not? So yes, Dionysus here, and I'm a big fan of his. I like it a lot. Anyway, those are the plants that have been kind of filling my home and making me feel very, very happy and content, and also just like really cozy. There's something about plants that just give a room a bit of life. So big fan of the plants this autumn. Okay, the next thing I wanted to talk about were the autumnal TV and movies that I'm obsessed with. So I have been watching a lot of Netflix. I'm not gonna lie. I've been watching a lot of Gilmore Girls. So I probably started watching Gilmore Girls at the start of the year, and I'd never seen it before, and so many people had recommended it to me, so I was like, okay, I'm just gonna do it. It has been a whole year of catching up with Gilmore Girls. I'm on the last season now, and I'm, you know, it's emotional coming to the end of it, let me just tell you that. I also have the Netflix special to watch. I've heard mixed things about that, so I don't know if I'm like really looking forward to that, but if you have seen it and if you're a fan of Gilmore Girls, let me know your thoughts, whether you thought the Netflix special was good or not. So a documentary I watched a few nights ago was American Murder, The Family Next Door on Netflix. And guys, like this is insane. If you're a true crime fan, it is a very well made documentary, but the story is horrific. It is basically about a mother and two children who go missing, and her husband and the father of the two kids is basically trying to help the police solve what's happened to her. There are twists galore, and it is very, very shocking and quite disturbing at the end. So if you're kind of like not into like very disturbing true crime, it is quite a lot at the end, but I really enjoyed the kind of central mystery, and it really was a fascinating watch, but oh my god, like just very disturbing, especially at the end. But I do kind of love watching true crime at the minute. Like I'm kind of in a bit of a true crime fix, especially in autumn, because I just feel like it's, I don't know, cozy isn't the right word, but like kind of spooky and atmospheric, and I kind of get fascinated with true crime at this time of year anyway, so I'm glad that I managed to get around to watching that. It was well worth a watch, even though, warning, if you are, I don't know, more kind of sensitive, it is quite disturbing, so just a warning there. What else have I been enjoying? So I also wanted to talk about Enola Holmes, which is on Netflix as well, featuring Millie Bobby Brown, Sam Claflin and Henry Cavill as Sherlock Holmes. Enola Holmes is basically the sister of Sherlock Holmes, and this is a movie. Basically, it's kind of like an adventure movie, and basically Enola's mum, Sherlock's mum, goes missing and leaves 16-year-old Enola to basically fend for herself. So Mycroft Holmes, who is the eldest Holmes sibling, basically wants Enola to be in a finishing school because he believes that Enola's mother hasn't properly taught her how to be a young lady, and Enola doesn't want that. It's the furthest thing she wants. So she runs away and meets this boy who is also on the run, and together they just get into a lot of mischief, and it is really, really good. I'm not gonna lie, it was so cozy. I really, really enjoyed Millie Bobby Brown's acting. I enjoyed Henry Cavill as Sherlock Holmes. I enjoy Henry Cavill as anything, to be honest, but I really, really enjoyed how it was made. It was a beautiful kind of looking film, and also just really like charming and funny, and of course historical because it's set, you know, in the world of Sherlock Holmes. So it was like the perfect Friday night watch. I really, really enjoyed it. And it also was like a lovely autumnal film. Like I just felt very kind of cozy whilst watching it. So I really would recommend Enola Holmes if you've not watched that yet. And finally, a quick shout out to something I am really looking forward to, which is Rebecca, which is coming to Netflix this month, I believe. This is an adaptation of the novel Rebecca by Daphne du Maurier. I love the book Rebecca. Like I read it when did I even read that? Like probably about 10 years ago now. And I loved it so much. It's so atmospheric, so chilling. And it's gonna be the perfect Halloween film to watch. I think it's a film, I don't think it's a series, but either way, I'm very, very excited for this. It has a brilliant cast and it just looks like the most atmospheric, chilling Halloween watch. So I'm all for that. So those are my current favorite movie and TV right now. Let me know what your favorite TV and movies have been during the season, and I'd love to know and get your recommendations. So I also quickly wanted to talk about my favorite book that I'm loving right now, and that is The Poppy War by R.F. Kuang. So I wanted to read more adult fantasy, and there's something about fantasy as a genre that, especially during autumn, like I just fall in love with. It's such a good genre to read when the nights are drawing darker and it's getting colder. And this is basically inspired by Chinese military history, I guess. And it is set in a world where Rin, our main character, has joined a prestigious military school, but she is kind of the outlier. She is from a very, very poor kind of part of the country. She's dark-skinned, she's a peasant girl, and she basically has an unbelievable power that she kind of fights to control, but yet she also really, really wants to use this power to take part in the upcoming war that is on the horizon, the Third Poppy War. Oh my god, I'm completely in love with it, and I wanted to give it a shout out because you'll probably hear a lot about this book on my channel. It's just one of my favorite books right now, and I am loving reading it so, so much. Next, I wanted to talk about music. So I am a huge music fan. There's not like a moment of the day I'm not listening to music. I listen to music whilst I'm working, whilst I'm reading, in the shower. Like, I'm a big music fan. And this time of year, I always love really folky, kind of country, not country, but kind of acoustic music. Music that's definitely a lot darker in tone. So I've really been enjoying, like, you know, everybody knows this. If you've watched this channel before, you know how much of a Taylor Swift fan I am. I've been adoring folklore. It is vibes. It is autumnal vibes. It's so, so brilliant. And the song Exile in particular is like chills. It just gives me chills. I've also really been loving the new album that's just been released from Ward Thomas. Ward Thomas are basically like a acoustic duo. They're two women, and their harmonies are another just in another world. Like, their harmonies are beautiful. Every song is so beautifully layered, beautifully put together, and kind of folky as well. And I really would recommend Ward Thomas if you've not listened to them before. I love their song Hold Space, and Painted Legacy as well is another beautiful song of theirs. So really would recommend you check them out. Finally, I wanted to chat to you about my favorite of the month, which is autumnal candles. I'm a huge candle lover. I love burning candles, and this time of year I kind of stockpile autumnal ones. I'm trying to burn through them quite quickly because we're almost approaching November. As I'm filming this, we're halfway through October, so I'm trying to use them up now because in November I start to buy Christmas candles, and then, you know, I can't burn the autumn ones anymore. So I need to get on with burning these autumnal candles. Let me show you a few of my favorite autumnal candles for this time of year. So first off, we have the one that's actually burning behind me, which is, don't drop it. So this is the YR Studios Pumpkin Spice Candle, and it is gorgeous. It smells very, very cinnamony, very kind of spicy, and as you can tell, like pumpkin spice. You know, it smells like pumpkin spice, and I just love the smell of this. It's very, very cozy, and I just really, really like it for this time of year. I really like kind of spicy candles, but I also like woody candles as well. So let me show you some other ones which I have been loving. So the next one I've been loving is this, which is a little black pumpkin. You open it up and there's a candle inside, and I can't remember what the scent is. I think it's like pumpkin and ginger, maybe. I got this from Next, and I will leave a link to that down below, as well as this one, which actually is from an Etsy studio, so it's independently made. This one is from Next Home, and Next Home have really nice candles and lovely home bits, so I was really pleased when I found this. It also looks so festive on my dining table as well, so when I burn through all the candle in this, I'm gonna just keep it for a decoration, like for next year. So really pleased with this one. Then I wanted to show you guys something else. This is DW's apple cider candle. So I actually got this in TK Maxx in the UK, and I haven't burnt this one yet. It smells like autumn in a candle, essentially. Like, apple cider is such an autumnal scent, and I just love the detail on this candle. It is gorgeous. I really enjoy this kind of like leaf and the acorn. It is just beautiful. So yeah, big fan of this candle. So guys, those were my current autumn favorites. I really hope you've enjoyed this video. I realize it's not as bookish focused as my usual videos, but I really hope you enjoyed it nonetheless and got all the cozy vibes from it. I'll try and leave links to everything down below so you can check them out if you want to. And thank you so much for watching this video. I really hope you've enjoyed it, and I will see you in my next video, guys. Bye.